Hey gang, welcome to another great review at Trail and Ultra Running. Like all of our reviews, we make every attempt to be out here on the trails testing the product when we review them for you. As is the case today, you can see with my feet, shoes off, so I can actually talk to you about it standing in the dirt. I want to start by asking you this question. Is there a shoe out there that you would run an ultra in straight out of the box? For me, there's been a couple throughout my career. But a week ago, I put that to the actual test. With a couple of friends, we went out and ran the White Rim Trail, which is a 100-mile OHV road in Canyonlands National Park. You can actually see that video linked in the description down below. While we were there, I knew that, I had a pair of Hokas that I was running in and I was pretty psyched about them, but as is the case with running most hundreds, you need a backup. And so a couple days before, Altra had sent me a pair of the new Altra Timp 3. And I thought I'll take them as a backup just in case. And at around mile 35, the Hokas just weren't working for me. And so I basically rolled the dice on the Timp 3, took them out of the box, threw them on, and I wore them for 65 miles straight without a single issue. So with that, let me talk to you a little bit about the shoe. First of all, personal opinion. I ran in the Timp 1, I ran in the Timp 1.5, legitimately thought they might be the worst trail shoe ever created. I thought they were too wide in the forefoot and they were nothing but sloppy. Wasn't a fan, vowed I'd never wear another pair of Timps. Then I was sent these. This has a 29 millimeter stack height in the shoe. Obviously with Altra it's zero drop. It's a mesh upper with a pretty good toe guard, a nice padded tongue but not overly done. And it's got a great heel cup. I was surprised how good it actually worked. I didn't have to overly lace the shoes. Some improvements that they've made on this particular model over previous ones is that the forefoot is narrower than it has been in previous models. For me, that was a huge win because I didn't like the previous ones. If you go onto Altra's site and you look at this shoe, it actually has a pretty low rating. And it has a low rating for two reasons. The first one is people have had a number of issues with the quality of the upper, delamination from the midsole, as well as delamination with some of these modular side stabilizers. After 65 miles of wearing them on the White Rim, I didn't really have any major problems. I had a tiny bit of delamming here on this side support structure from all the dust and sweat from my feet. The White Rim's a pretty rugged trail, lots of slick rock, lots of boulders, and overall my shoes came out looking incredible. The soles have barely any wear on them. There's good solid flex. I felt like I had great protection the entire time. And finally a pair of Timps that actually fit. The other reason people rated this shoe low on the Altra site is because they feel it's too narrow in that forefoot section. I don't know what they're talking about. There's plenty of room for your toes display in this shoe. The people who are saying it's now too narrow, I don't know what they're talking about because honestly, this is one of the best fitting Ultras I've ever worn. And that's saying a lot because at one point I vowed I'd never wear the Timp again. And so for me to sit here and say this is an incredible shoe is really saying something. It's definitely not a max cushion shoe. It's not overly built up. It's got good response. I feel like maybe it's not going to be something you're going to use in the big mountains, but definitely on smoother trails, flatter roads, easy climbs, this is going to be a fantastic shoe. It's priced pretty well. It held up great for me. I would actually highly recommend this shoe. So, go check them out for yourself, see if you like them, and hopefully it's the right shoe for you. Thanks a lot.